Hey team, welcome back to my podcast. Today I'm growing. I'm so excited to have you here. Before we jump into today's podcast episode, I quickly want to share an exercise with you, something that I've learned a couple of weeks ago. I went to this workshop. So a company invited me to their workshop. And actually at the workshop, I was leading a Pilates class, which was a lot of fun. But after my Pilates class, I was able to join this breathing workshop. So there was this breathing coach and she showed us this exercise that I want to share with you because it's actually something that I did a couple of seconds ago. It's a breathing exercise that works the following. You breathe in for 4 counts. So you count in your head 1, 2, 3, 4. And while you count up to 4, you breathe in. Then you hold for 4 seconds. And then you breathe out for a little bit longer, for like 6 to 8 seconds. And then you repeat as many times as you need. For example, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, I don't know, for as many times as you need. And this breathing technique or this breathing exercise can help you to focus again. And that's actually why I love to do this exercise before my podcast episode, or every single time when I have to find focus again, when I feel like, oh my God, it's so overwhelming right now. I don't know where to start. I'm really, really nervous. In all those kind of stressful situations, this breathing really, really helps me. And I think breathing is so underrated. Breathing is so powerful. It can help you with recovery. It can help you to focus again. It can help you in really stressful situations. I think we all should learn to breathe again. It's the easiest thing. It doesn't cost any money. You can do it anywhere. It's so easy and it's so, so powerful. So next to moving our bodies, eating healthy, staying hydrated, I think breathing is also one of the things that we should really focus on if we want to become healthier and happier. I just quickly wanted to share this with you because I think it's so cool and it really works. Honestly, before I jumped on this episode, I felt a little bit all over the place because there are so many projects going on and in my head it's just a little bit too much. And I feel like there are so many thoughts and there are so many things. So to get this sorted, this breathing really, really helped me. I hope you try it and I hope you're ready for today's podcast topic right now. I'm so excited to talk about it because it's something that I wish I knew years ago. I wish I would have had this podcast episode when I started my fitness journey because I don't know, I feel like I could have made such better progress and avoided so many mistakes, even though I tell you with all episodes here, there's nothing wrong to make mistakes. Mistakes are powerful because you actually learn and grow from them. So there's nothing wrong with making mistakes. But yeah, it's always good to learn and at least you can try to avoid a couple of them by listening to my podcast now. Today, team, we talk about fitness myths. We talk about fitness tips and fitness information or health information that you really have to be careful with. And I think back now when I was like 18, 19, I think I started my fitness journey earlier. So let's say 16, 17. Anyways, when I started my fitness journey, I also asked myself, like, how do I start? How do I reach my goal? How do I get there? And I was looking for answers. So I was looking online. I feel like social media had not been that much of a big thing. It started, but it wasn't like as big as it is now. I mean, all kind of information today we get on social media, I feel like, or on the internet. We ask Google, we check on YouTube, we get all our informations there. So when I was starting my fitness journey, I was looking more into blogs or books. Anyways, I was looking for tips and ways on how to get started. And already back then, like there was so much information out there. There were so many different approaches and different kind of ways on how to get started. I was already really confused. But I remember I was following this one girl and she was posting how she gets in shape. So she was posting her workout plan, she was posting her diet and nutrition plan, and it was actually really, really toxic. It was actually really, really bad when I reflect on it now, and it shows me the impact of influencers and the impact of creators, especially in the health and fitness bubble, in the health and fitness world. Me as a health and fitness creator, like I reflect now and I'm like, wow, it's so important that I bring awareness to different kind of topics and that I share things that I actually know, like this is the right thing to share and this can actually help someone. Because sharing the wrong kind of things, it can have such a crazy impact on everyone who is watching that. So back to this person that I was following when I started my fitness journey, she was sharing her workout plan, she was sharing her crazy diet. What I did, especially as a young teenager, like you don't really reflect and you don't really think twice of what people are saying or what people are sharing. So I copied her. I really, first of all, like I compared my body to her body. I compared my life to her life, and I just wanted to be like her. So I followed her workout plan, which was way too intense. It was way too much. It was exercising every single day. At least that's what she shared. That's the other thing. Like, don't believe everything you see online. It's also sometimes you pick out the things that you want to see. If you want to see people that work out every single day, you can get that on social media or online. Like you can pick out the posts and it looks like everyone is working out every single day. So you have to be so careful. But all I was seeing was that, okay, yeah, I have to work out every single day and I have to eat as little as possible. And that's what I did. And as a result, I got a super skinny body and I developed an unhealthy relationship with food and an unhealthy relationship with my body. And I'm really sorry for that. Like, I'm sorry to myself and I'm sorry to my body that I did that. I wish I would have known that you have to be really careful who you trust and what kind of information you trust. So that's one of the negative side effects of looking for information and looking for tips and looking for ways on how to get fit. And then you trust a random person and you pick out the wrong kind of information for yourself. It can have a negative impact on your physical and on your mental health, on your overall well-being. And I want to bring awareness to this because you are responsible for yourself. You are your own coach. You are your own CEO of your body, of your life. So you have to make sure you get the right tips and you get the right information for yourself. Like you are responsible for yourself and for your body. And that's why I want to make this whole podcast episode today. Other negative effects or negative impacts when you pick out the wrong information or when you trust the wrong people. Like what happens when you, for example, exercise every single day? What happened to me? I had injuries. I was so stressed out from working out. I remember I had days when I felt so extremely tired. I remember this one day, and I think I talked about it in one of my episodes. It also opened my eyes. So actually it had something good, but I was so stressed out. And on that day I was chilling on the couch and not in a good way, but I couldn't do anything else. I was so exhausted and I was so tired. And this happens if you are overtrained, if you exercise too much, if you don't allow yourself and if you don't allow your body to rest. So quick reminder here, like rest is so important and it's so essential. And working out every single day is not something that you should aim for. And it's not something that you should be proud of. Like really analyze your workout behaviors and workout plan. If you exercise every single day, make sure to understand the importance of rest as well. Because overtraining is nothing cool and not allowing your body to rest that's not good. And it will lead to injury or any kind of physical damage or also mental damage. I actually questioned myself a tiny little bit. Like, why did I believe all the things that I that I was seeing or that I was hearing or reading about, why did I believe those kind of things? Because so many things, obviously, they don't even sound right. All kind of red flags when it comes to fitness and health informations. What are red flags, for example? Like people who are promising you that you can get abs in 2 weeks. This is an absolute red flag. Like it's an extreme kind of transformation promise that no way you should believe that you can get abs in 2 weeks. And this also should not be a goal. Like being extreme and doing any kind of extreme things, it's a red flag, team. Like whenever you read something like this, no. What are other red flags? Yeah, like all kind of fake promises. We talk about fitness myths in a second, but every single time when you see something and you read it and then you read it again, then you should really think, okay, is this possible? Is this something that sounds healthy or that sounds sustainable? Then it might be something good. But if it sounds not like that, then just forget about it and just tell yourself, okay, that's a red flag. No, don't believe it. So I think I'm ready to talk about the first fitness myth of today's podcast episode. And that's already such a fake promise that you should never believe. It's fitness myth number 1, you can spot reduce fat. I still think, like, even though deep inside we know, okay, that's not going to work, you cannot spot reduce fat on a specific part of your body. Like, it's not possible. But I still think a lot of people still think it. And I don't even think that they think that this is true. I think that a lot of people just have this deep desire and this just wish that it would work. But once again, that's not how it works. So let's just break it down on how you can spot reduce fat. And the truth is, like, you can just reduce overall fat or not at all. So you always have to see your body as a whole thing, and you always have to work with your whole body. But you cannot just be like, okay, I just want to reduce fat on my belly, but I don't want to reduce fat on my arms. I don't want to reduce fat on my legs. That's not how it works. Like, your body is a whole unit, and that's actually something wonderful and something great. So always look at your whole body and be like, okay, I want to work on my whole body. I want to work with my whole body to become a better and healthier and stronger version. But you cannot be like, okay, I just want to spot reduce my belly fat. I'm sorry to say, but that's not possible. When I was younger, I think I told you in one of the other podcast episodes that my biggest insecurity always had been my belly. I always wanted to have abs. I always wanted to have a great six-pack. But in general, like genetically, my belly is just not made for this. And also at the same time, today I'm like, I don't want to have a crazy six-pack. I just want to be healthy and I want to feel my absolute best. And I absolutely love to think like that, because today focusing more on the way I feel instead of the way I look, and especially not focusing on one specific body area, it makes me feel so much more free. Like, it makes me feel so much more light when it comes to health and fitness. It's such a nice thought that I want to share with you. And I really hope you also, if you struggle with those kind of fitness goals, like if you always have aesthetic fitness goals on your mind, then I hope this inspires you to also look a bit beyond. Like, look at what fitness and health really should stand for. It should stand for a feeling of strength and a feeling of confidence and just feeling unstoppable. That's why I do fitness. That's why I love the fitness lifestyle, because it makes me feel unstoppable. And that should be a fitness goal, I think, that we all should aim for. We should feel a certain way and not just look a certain way. So please, next time when you look in the mirror and you try to fix one part of your body, think of what I've just said. It's not possible. So accept it. It's not possible. You can either work with your body on your whole body, or what? You have to, I don't know, you have to forget about it. Like, just forget about this whole fitness myth. It's just not possible. All right, fitness myth number 2. Exercise should always be intense. Exercise should always be intense. What do I mean by that? I mean, the feeling after a really intense, sweaty workout is amazing. Like, I think we all agree. It's such a cool feeling when you do a workout and it was super hard. You just feel so proud of yourself. I also love at the end of a workout when I'm so sweaty, when I'm the sweatiest, when I just feel like, wow, I gave it my all. I think having this feeling is super important because it shows that you might have pushed outside of your comfort zone, and that's important in order to grow physically, but also mentally. Also, if you want to grow muscle, for example, if you want to become stronger, it's important that you push yourself outside of your comfort zone. Like, you really have to work hard and you have to push. But here's the thing. Exercising or doing a workout does not have to look like that every single day or every single time. I also don't like to think of the word exercising. Like, to me, it's more moving now because I'm moving my body. I'm moving my body in many kind of different ways, which means, yes, I go running. Yes, I do high intense workouts. I do strength training, but sometimes I also just go for a walk, or I do yoga, or I do some sort of stretching or mobility workout. So I like to say, instead of exercising, I like to say moving. I'm moving my body. The reason why you shouldn't exercise super intense every single time is just because it will lead to injuries. It will lead to stressing yourself out or burning yourself out or burning your body and your muscles out. When you really listen to your body, like, your body tells you that you can't push like crazy every single time. Like, your body needs time to recover, and your body needs different kind of movements, I think. So your body needs the walking, your body needs the stretching, your body needs the strength training or doing a little bit of cardio work, but it needs a very balanced training plan, a very balanced workout plan if you want to move your body long term. And I think that's what we want here. We want to think long term. Yes, we can do crazy intense workouts for a few weeks or maybe 1 or 2 months, but at one point your body's like, okay, I'm going to stop now. This is too intense. This is too crazy. And I have this video idea in my mind right now that I want to share, but I want you all to understand that life is a marathon and not a sprint. And also your health and fitness journey, it is a marathon and not a sprint. I want to repeat it one more time. It is a marathon and not a sprint, which means the person that is going really crazy and really intense and really fast at the beginning, yes, maybe this person will like kick off and it will be in the front, it will be at on the first position, but at one point you will be like, okay, I have to stop now. I have to stop now. I have to make a cut. I have to make a break. And the person who is starting a little bit slower and a little bit less intense, the marathon person, this person will keep going and it will outwork or roll over the other person. I don't know the exact English word for this, to be honest. But all I want to say right now is that you have to think long term. Like, think long term and be the person who is running a marathon and not a sprint. Okay, fitness myth number 3. Cardio is the best way to lose weight. We've all been there. Like, I'm pretty sure we've all had been in our cardio phase, and we've all had been with the goal one day that we want to lose weight with the help of cardio, like running or cycling or swimming, any form of cardio. I had been in my running era. It was actually one of my first eras. So I was using running every single day or almost every single day to just burn calories. That's the way I thought about fitness at the very, very beginning. I was like, okay, I'm eating a certain amount of calories. That means if I want to lose weight, I also have to burn those kind of calories. That was so toxic, and that was such a stupid behavior that I had. Like, even when I was eating, like, I don't know, when I was eating ice cream, I was calculating it like, okay, this is 300 or 400 calories. Then I went on a run after this ice cream just to burn the calories of this ice cream. And I'm sure at least one person is listening right now, and you either do it right now, so you are in this kind of behavior, or you have done it in the past. I just want to open your eyes, like, damn, this is such a bad behavior, and you really have to be careful because this is really an unhealthy relationship with food. If you cannot enjoy something without thinking of calories and without thinking of, okay, I'm going to use cardio now to burn off these calories. That's how I used to think. And I just can say sorry again. Sorry to my body that I did that. So don't think of cardio in a way like that. And also, if I say cardio is the best way to lose weight, cardio is great. Like cardio has some really great health benefits. Don't get me wrong. But if you want to lose weight, or let's say if you want to become a healthier and happier version, it's not about one form of exercise. I'm not a fan of going extreme into one direction. Like if you really want to have a sustainable workout plan, then I'm all the way for balance. I talk about balance so much here. Like I talk about a balanced life or a balanced meal plan or a balanced diet. Balance to me is so important because I really think it's the key in life. So also when it comes to your workouts, you need balance. You need balance with cardio, strength training. We talked about it before, flexibility training, mobility training, like all kind of movements. I think it's really, really important to find balance there, especially when you want to lose weight. I think it's underrated especially when you want to lose weight. I think strength training is underrated. Strength training is really important. And also for women, like you really have to make sure you do strength training and you grow a little bit of muscle. Don't be scared of getting bulky. Don't be afraid to lift a little bit of heavy weights. It won't make you bulky, I promise. So it's important to do some strength training. Right now, I quickly want to share with you, I'm going to do a marathon in like 8 weeks. I think it's 8 weeks. So I will run my first marathon, which actually sounds like, okay, I'm going to run now as many times as I can. And I run a lot, yes. But I also make sure that I incorporate strength training into this, because it's so important for your muscles, for your joints, for your whole body. Like you really need a balanced workout plan, no matter what your goal is. I need to drink a sip of water right now before we keep going with fitness myth number 4. It's also summer right now, and I want to give you all a quick summer reminder to stay hydrated. So feel free every single time when in one of my podcast episodes, I grab my water bottle or I grab a glass of water, to also remind yourself to grab your water bottle or a glass of water, just to make sure you stay hydrated. Hydration, team, so important. And I cannot stress enough to drink enough water. All right. But enough talking about my water bottle and hydration and how important it is to drink enough water. Let's keep going with fitness myth number 4. This is more a diet myth. And I also don't want to point out exactly like one thing, because I think there are so many nutrition and diet myths out there. So I call it fitness myth number 4 or diet myth number 4. Avoid carbs, avoid too much fat, eat plenty of protein. So it's actually 3 myths in one. I just want to talk in general about nutrition and diet myths and how it's absolutely wrong to go into like one kind of extreme. The funny thing is, I have done all of those 3 things. So I had my phase when I was telling myself, okay, carbs are bad for me, I should avoid carbs. I have done the craziest no carb things that you can imagine. I had been in the low carb phase, so I was reducing carbs. And then I had been in my keto era where I was trying to eat 0 carbs. I have no idea how I have done that right now. Like, I'm like, how did I do that? And why did I do that? And my life was so sad when I did that. I wasn't going out with friends for dinner because I was afraid of eating too many carbs. And I didn't trust restaurants anymore. That's so crazy. I didn't trust restaurants because I thought, I don't know what they put in their sauce, or I don't know what they put in their salads. Like, I have no idea what kind of dressing this is, if there are any kind of carbs in there. So I was panicking and I was stressing about things that are just stupid. After this, I had been in my, okay, fats are bad, avoid fat era. I didn't eat any kind of fat anymore, but I ate a lot of carbs and a lot of protein. So it was the exact opposite. So I've tried so many random things. And then I also remember the high protein diet. So every kind of fitness guru told me to eat plenty of protein because yes, that's actually true. Like protein keeps you full for longer. Protein is essential and protein is really important if you want to grow muscle. Or if you just want to be a healthy person, I still think protein is really important. And I think you should add enough protein throughout the day into your meals. But with all kind of things, if it's too much, it's too much. And then it's not healthy anymore. So with these crazy high protein diets, it also has some really, really negative side effects. Like I'm just thinking now of the super crazy high protein phases that I had. One of the negative side effects had been that I was so crazy bloated. And I want to mention that now because maybe you feel bloated very, very often because you're also eating a lot of protein. A lot of protein could mean you eat tons of, chicken, tons of yogurt, tons of eggs, maybe plant-based options. Maybe you eat a lot of protein bars on top with a lot of sweeteners that bloat you even more. So eating too much protein can lead to bloating, can lead to other gut issues. That's one of the side effects or one of the biggest side effects that I've also experienced on my own. And I think with all those kind of myths, with all those kind of things, it comes down to balance again. So right now, I think having a balanced meal plan, having a little bit of everything, that is the way to go. And that is actually the key to live a healthy and fulfilled life. You need carbs, you need healthy fats, you need protein. But if you eat too much of anything, like it's not good for you, it's not good for your body. So just everything in moderation and everything in balance. Talking about balance, also today I think eating ice cream and eating pizza and not just thinking in terms of macronutrients, like not just thinking, okay, where can I get the best carbs and where can I get the best healthy fats and protein-rich foods. That's important, yes, but it's also important to, I always say, eat the whole foods, but also eat the soul foods. Both is important. So eat your macronutrients, fuel your body, make sure to fuel your workouts, so have enough energy for your workouts and to recover after your workouts, but also enjoy your life. Enjoy going out with friends, enjoy the ice cream, enjoy going into cinema and eating nachos and popcorn. I'm just thinking of the things that I really love right now. But whatever you enjoy and you love, please make sure to also incorporate those kind of things into your life. Wow. Last but not least, team. I hope you enjoyed the podcast episode so far, and I hope it's good information for you and it opens your eyes and it makes you think, yeah, Anna actually makes me think of some kind of behaviors that I have or some kind of things that I do. She makes me want to reflect on myself. Then I've accomplished my goal already with this podcast episode. But let's jump into fitness myth number 5. Soreness is a sign of a good workout. So being sore after a workout, it actually is kind of the same of every single workout has to be intense. It kind of comes together. But I want to talk a little bit about being sore. So first of all, every single time when you do something new, when you do a new kind of workout, or let's say you've never done a crazy intense leg day, or for a really, really long time you haven't done an intense leg day, and then you do a leg day. I promise you the day after or 2 days after, your legs will feel crazy. Everything will feel so hard. Like walking down the stairs will feel like crazy. Getting up from the bed or from a chair will feel crazy. So every single time you do something new, it will make you feel sore because your body's not used to it. Your muscles are not used to it. Also, every single time when you work out, when you do something challenging, you actually break your muscles. That sounds so crazy. I don't know if you knew that, but every single time when you, for example, lift heavy weights, you break and damage your muscles. That's why recovery time is so important, because you have to give your muscles some time to recover and to repair again. And then you actually grow. So this is the whole process, how exercising, how working out, how strength training and growing muscles work. You damage them first, then you give your muscles time to recover and repair. And that actually leads to growth. I hope that also shows how important recovery time is, because if you keep damaging, then you never allow yourself to grow and you never allow yourself to repair, and you cannot function on damage or on empty batteries. I also love to say that. So you always have to make sure to recharge and repair. But yeah, like you actually damage your muscles, and every single time when you try something new, that's new kind of damage to your muscles, and that's when you feel soreness. It also reminds me a tiny bit of Pilates megaformer, like the Pilates that you do on the machines. Maybe you have seen that. It's something new that I've tried last year, and I'm like pretty fit and pretty strong, I think, but it was something so new for my body that I couldn't move 2 days after. Like I felt so incredible sore. In German, the word is called Muskelkater. I don't know the English word, or if there is even an English word for this, but just, yeah, this feeling of being super, super sore and this like crazy burn. It feels really good. I agree. Like, because I'm pretty sure right now you think, yeah, but I love this feeling. It's such a good feeling. I agree. Like it is a really, really good feeling because it makes you feel like, yeah, like this workout was really, really worth it. But if you do, for example, Pilates over and over again, like now I try to do it once a week because I really love it, but I don't get the sore muscles anymore. Like I don't feel sore anymore. Does that mean the workouts aren't working anymore? No, the workouts are working great, but my body just got used to it and I don't feel this soreness anymore. So feeling sore all the time is also not something to aim for, and it's not even possible because your body will get used to it. And every single time when you try something new, then you might feel it again, but it's not a sign of a good workout. Definitely not. What is a sign of a good workout? Let me think. I think, what is a good workout? To me, a good workout is when it makes me feel a certain way, when it makes me feel stronger. Sometimes when it makes me feel I pushed myself out of comfort zone and it was meant to push me out of comfort zone right now. I also, like I told you, to me, exercising, working out, I don't like to say these kind of names or words. I like to call it moving. So to me, a good moving session is when I feel better about myself after, when I could reduce stress, when I feel more confident, when I feel stronger, when I feel like, yes, I have done something good for my body, for my health right now. And it just makes me feel like a healthier and happier person. That to me is a good workout. We all have different kind of goals. And I'm also thinking of an athlete right now. Like an athlete maybe wants to feel different after a workout, different than me. To me, it's really about, I just want to feel good. I just want to feel healthy and happy. While an athlete maybe thinks, okay, I want to be the number one in this kind of category. I want to be the fastest marathon runner ever. I want to be the highest jumper. I want to be the fastest sprinter. So this person is training for that kind of goal. But my fitness goal right now is I just want to feel healthy and I want to have a regular period and I want to live long. I want to have energy. I want to be able to do all the things that I do right now, like traveling, recording a podcast episode, filming, editing. I want to have energy for all those things. And this is my health and fitness goal. And I work out for that. And if a workout makes me feel like that, or if my workout plan makes me feel like that, then I'm happy. Damn team. We covered some fitness myths today. And by saying that, I know that there are many, many more out there. Everything that I want on this podcast and with this podcast episode is that you reflect a little bit, reflect on your health and fitness journey. What are things that you've believed in the past? What are things that you believe right now? And I want to bring awareness to how to consume content, how to use information that you see, that you read, that you hear. How can you make sure that you get the right kind of information for yourself? And I want to mention it again, like you are your own CEO. You are the only person who is responsible for you. So you have to kind of check in with yourself and be like, okay, is this useful information? Do I trust this person? Can I trust this person? Also, when you do research yourself, like be just aware of it and be aware of what's the right kind of information, what's not the right kind of information, what's evidence-based, what is something from an expert, what is something from just a random influencer. So really be careful, be realistic, and be honest with yourself. Like if you see any of the red flags, if you see a promise, or if you see someone promising you can achieve incredible transformations or incredible results within 2 weeks, then just reflect and be honest with yourself. Like, do you really think that's possible? If no, then be like, okay, I'm going to skip this. This is not for me. I want to have long-term goals and I want to have a long-term change. I don't want to have any kind of quick fixes because I'm smarter. I'm smarter after listening to this podcast episode. I'm smart enough to know that this is not for me and this is not the truth. And I can do better and I can do it in a healthy and happier way. Last but not least, I also hope that if you have the wrong kind of fitness goals, and what I mean by that is wrong fitness goals to me is anything that's unhealthy in a way of it leads to an unhealthy relationship with your body, unhealthy relationship with food. When you compare yourself and you want to look a certain way, you want to look like what society tells us that a fit and healthy person looks like. Like these to me are really wrong fitness goals because I think they have a negative impact on your not just physical, but also mental health. So I want you, after listening to this podcast episode, to pick the right kind of fitness goals. Like write down why you want to work out, why you want to move your body, why you want to eat in a healthy and balanced way, because it should make you feel like something. It should make you feel more confident. It should make you feel stronger, healthy, and happier. I keep repeating it. So instead of just focusing on looking a certain way, also set yourself goals for you want to feel a certain way. And then last but not least, I want you to check in with yourself when it comes to your workout plan or your movement plan. Like, please, as I mentioned before, look at it in a more balanced way. Life is about balance. Your workout routine should be about balance. Everything should be about balance. And it's not just about going extreme on one thing. That's not how life works. Like, really make sure there's balance between all the different kind of movement things that you can do. And if you have found that balance, I promise life is going to be healthier and happier. I hope you enjoyed today's podcast episode. I hope you were able to learn a little bit, and I hope you feel better now, or I hope you feel good now. And I hope you are excited for one of the next podcast episodes. I really enjoyed it. And I want to say thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you so much for listening to Today I'm Growing. I cannot wait to talk to you soon. If you have any kind of feedback for me or for the team behind the scenes helping me upload the podcast episodes and making sure I record more of them in future, then let us know if you have any kind of feedback. If you have questions, share with us your fitness goals. Share with us your thoughts, your feelings, like whatever's on your mind, just share it with us. Right now, you can text me on my Instagram, which is Growingannanas, or you check out our podcast Instagram channel that we've just started. It's called Today I'm Growing Pod. So just POD for podcast, but just the short version. Yeah, we will upload there more posts. We will share more useful information there. We will share some snippets out of the podcasts. Yeah, I'm just really excited to start this as well. And now I'm going to end this podcast episode. Thank you so much again. Thanks for being here. Without you, this podcast wouldn't exist. So thank you for listening, and talk to you soon. Bye.